you need a top hat after that. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Whatever the appropriate salutation should be. We are Kitchen Witch.
Anybody there?
We're here. I'm watching. I can see you. I can see the numbers. If you are watching, do please pop a hello in the comments. We will obviously talk amongst ourselves if we need to, because we're quite professional at that. But it would be lovely to be able to say hello. Good evening, Diane. See, we're there. We're not alone.
We're not alone.
We have for you this evening a workshop and a ritual, spring equinox focused. Lots of ideas, hopefully, inspirations, prompts. We'd love to hear how you celebrate the spring equinox as well. As always, we would love to hear your comments, and we'll get those up on the screen as we go through this evening. I want you to dignify that. Good evening, Lucky Fairy Queen. Good evening, Tina. Good evening, Hannah. Good evening, Lolly. Good evening, Ruby. This is like a Friday morning.
Hello, everyone.
I love it. But if you have any questions, obviously, do please pop them in the comments. If we can answer them, we will. If we don't know the answer, we'll make it up. No, that's not. If we don't know the answer, we will let you know. But we love for it to be interactive. So do please put up your ideas, your comments, your thoughts, anything. And we'll roll through this together. Good noontide. That's a good word. Noontide. Good noontide. I'll take her. Good noontide, like that. Hello, Witchy One. Lots of lovely people. Thank you. Yes, spring equinox. So we'll do the first part will be a kind of open floor workshop. We'll go through correspondences, meanings, suggestions on how to celebrate and all that kind of jazz. I did have a beautiful vase of daffodils behind me, but the scent was so strong. For the purposes of hay fever, I had to remove it. And we'll see where it takes us. And then we'll finish up with a ritual that everyone can join in with.
Hi, Maria.
Should you wish to. Hi, Maria. We'll give it a couple of minutes for everyone to find us, and then we will rock and roll with it. Get your cup of tea, get your notepad, get your chocky bickies.
Oh, did anybody print off the because we put a page up, didn't we, for people that if they wanted to make notes, then slide it into their grimoire?
We did. There is a downloadable correspondence sheet for you to complete on the event in the Kitchen Witch Facebook page. Good evening, Xenia. Where in the world are you today, Xenia? I love Xenia's such an international globetrotter.
I think she's here, but on Facebook might say that.
Lots of pictures of hotel rooms and Glastonbury the other day, I think I saw. Good evening, Facebook, Margaret.
A week ago.
So yeah, you might want a notepad or something to jot things down. Tina, love the kit, beautiful. Thank you. Excellent. The ladies put that together. Susan, getting over a bit of sickness. Oh, I hope you feel better, Susan. Xenia's at home. You are a jet setter. Hannah says, celandine is going to be my spring equinox flower this year as some have unexpectedly popped up in my garden. Very nice.
There's lovely. A lot of it at the moment.
Have you found it on your dog walks, Ness?
Yes, yeah. There's and even at the end of the road, there's a patch of grass and there's loads of it all popped up. It's quite sort of prolific at the moment.
Nice. Yeah, as soon as the sun comes out, doesn't it? It seems to wake everything up.
Yeah.
I'm just looking it up actually in my herbs and plants book. Celandine. Okay, here we are. So, celandine. Use the dried celandine leaves in amulets and pouches carried with you to help you escape from bad situations, abusive relationships, or any limitations put on you. Carry celandine with you or use in pouches to expedite legal matters and to bring about favourable results. Or keep dried celandine leaves in witches' bottles or pouches on your altar to keep life happy and carefree. So celandine is happiness, protection, release, escape, and legal matters. Ruled by the sun, and it's a fire element. There you go. Looking that up in my own book, obviously. So I don't remember everything that I've written. Ruby has pizza on the way from the kitchen. Nice. Like it. Hannah says there's loads of celandine along the canal. Tina, whereabouts are the print-offs? If you have a look in the Kitchen Witch Coven Facebook group, in the event for this evening, there is a downloadable jobby there. Diane says, we have so many snowdrops around here right now. They're so beautiful. We found snowdrops the other day when we went to, where did we go? Bosom. The churchyard there had lots of snowdrops in it, and they were beautiful. I'm looking up snowdrops now. No, I don't have snowdrops. Rude. I think snowdrops to me are spring, aren't they? They're in bulk flowers, I think, of snowdrops, don't they? Because they come a bit earlier, don't they, than the daffs, and they are one of the first flowers to be found. Very nice. Xenia, haven't posted lots of photos from England yet. I'm not migraine for weeks. That's not good. Hope you feel better soon. In Germany since end of February. Thank you. As a jet setter, I wish my bank account knew this. Yeah, I feel you there. Hi, Amanda. Printable sheet. Let's. I'm just going to.
Yeah, it was definitely in the event. It was on the event page.
If you ladies talk amongst yourselves, I will.
It's also on the forum as well, under the event on the forum.
Yeah, there it is.
Definitely there.
I'm just going to put it in the main Kitchen Witch group.
And you can, print it off. You can't miss it. It's all in green.
It's very pretty. It's got the lovely
right. I've just posted it in the main Kitchen Witch Coven Facebook group. There you go. Yes, it is nice and bright green.
Oh, Tess had trouble finding us.
Oh,
hello, Tess.
Hi, Kerry.
There's
Susan, here outside of Chicago, we haven't had any flowers. It does depend, doesn't it? I think it varies so much where you are in the world as to what the first flowers of spring are going to be and when they're there. They'll come. They will come. Hannah, snowdrops, daffodils, crocus. Yes, I've seen lots of daffodils. Celandine and primroses here, plus one forget-me-not. Oh, okay, just randomly.
That is early for forget-me-not, though, isn't it?
It is very early, isn't it? Hi, Tess. Hi, Kerry.
Okay, Maria's got chocolate.
Maria's eating chocolate already. Yeah, it's chocolate. It's the season of chocolate. It is the chocolate festival.
Chocolate. It's the season of chocolate all year, though.
Well, yeah.
Let's be honest.
Pretty much. Right. Can we get this show on the road? As I say, if you've got any questions, thoughts, insights, please chuck them in the comments while we're going through. We'll make it an interactive thing. We've got some information for you as well. And according to the notes, I have to pick it off. Quelle surprise! So, we are looking at the spring equinox. Other names: Ostara, Ostra's Day, spring equinox, obviously, vernal equinox, Alban Ilber. I'm not very good at pronunciation. Ness, you put Bacchanalia there, or is that me putting that there? I don't know what that is. That must be Roman, mustn't it?
Bacchanalia's Roman.
I do know what day is because that's I've written about that. It is in the Northern Hemisphere, somewhere between the 19th and the 22nd of March. It varies year on year, depending on where the planets are. Of course, if you are in the Southern Hemisphere, then your spring equinox will be in September. It is a real time of balance. It's a pivotal point in the year, and you can feel it now, can't you? Outside, you can feel that change in the air. It's quite strong. The days, the exact same length as a night before the daylight hours begin to grow longer. Hurrah. I don't know why I'm hurrahing, because actually I love autumn and winter best. It is a fertility celebration. We'll do a sneak peek of rabbits because it's all about fertility. It is the arrival of growth. It is that first push of spring. It's Mother Nature going, yep, here I am. It's got that real feel to it. March is when we begin to see those first signs of spring. Plant life, green leaves. I've got quite a few bits and pieces in the garden that have got buds on them and shoots on them. Birds are singing their little hearts out, bless them, and eating entire bird feeders full of seeds in a morning at the moment. I'm getting through so much bird seed. I actually saw a bee a couple of days ago as well in the garden, which was quite surprising. He was out a bit early. It is new beginnings. It is fresh starts. There is that kind of promise, isn't there? There's that kind of hint of things to come. It is fertility in all areas, really. As this month it includes Ostara, obviously, that the spring equinox, but sometimes Easter's in March as well, isn't it? It's April this year, isn't it? So it's a little bit later this year. But I like to think of it as a chocolate month as well, obviously, which is always worth celebrating. The Anglo-Saxons called March, and I apologise for the pronunciation. I'm going to read this. Hereshmonath, or something like that. Hertha is an old word for earth and the name of an ancient fertility goddess called Hereda or Reda. In southern parts of England, her name became Lyde or Lyde month. It was a month of purifying and cleansing, which is interesting because that kind of ties in with all the energies, doesn't it? March, obviously, itself takes its name from the Roman god of war, Mars. If you're looking out in nature, and let us know if you've seen what first signs of spring you've seen, we'd love to know. The winter months have come to an end, or they're coming to an end. New beginnings are about to happen. So you will see some butterflies and some bees, very early ones. The birds are beginning to nest. I got interrupted in my Friday morning talk yesterday because there was a crow feeding another crow sitting on the top of a chimney pot, which was funny.
Wow.
And you will see rabbits. But you'll see wildebeest as well. And also, if you've got streams and ponds near you, you might see mayflies and things like that starting to emerge as well. So there's an awful lot going on out there in Mother Nature at the minute. Lots of comments. Xenia saw daffodils and lots of beautiful, purple crocuses in the crocusi in the park today and yesterday. Associate them very much with spring equinox. Yes, they put plant crocuses all along the roadsides in the streets around where I live. We bought egg-shaped candles in green, yellow, and pastel purple today, and use them as altar deco. Very nice, and a shiny lint bunny. She sits on the altar as well. Still have the pipe cleaner bunnies. Oh, I remember them.
Oh gosh!
Actually,
Brilliant.
the lint bunny came up yesterday in the chat, and we decided that lint bunny it's so useful. You have chocolate, which obviously you can eat, and the bunny shape, which represents new beginnings, growth, spring. You've got the shiny paper, which you can use in spell working because it's gold, so it's abundance and wealth. And you've got the red ribbon, which you can use in magical workings too. And you've got bells.
Bell.
Multi-purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Tess has snowdrops and small yellow flowers coming, as well as flower buds on the camellia. Yeah, camellia's about to burst free as well. Camellia, my absolute go-to flower for abundance and wealth. money-making plant, that one. Lucky, very clean. Live in a flat, so no flowers yet, but mint is doing well. Nice. Tomato plant has new leaves. Excellent. And baby kittens. Oh, bless. Just
Aw.
don't mention cats. And the dog's listening. We saw snowdrops and crocuses at Kew last Monday. Gosh, I haven't been to Kew Gardens for years. Very nice. Tess, robins, blackbirds, squirrels, thrushes, goldfinches, demolishing the birdseed. I can't keep up with it at the minute.
Oh,
Hannah, spring is the time when I write a lot of poetry, fertile mind. Yeah, there's a definite big creativity energy, definitely, to spring. Obviously, chocolate month. Yeah, I think that's a given, really, isn't it? Mud month. Yeah. Yes. Although the weather the last few days has been very, very nice. Xenia, Lint Bunny has to wait because after dentist surgery, can't have milk and chocolate right now. The bunny says thank you. Bye. That's the hand going off to do a gig.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, there was a loud crash. Are you right there?
Yeah, that was the hand.
Great big crash from the hallway. Seen so many nests this week. Yeah, the birds are really busy out there at the minute. Bless them, doing what birds and bees do.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a bee, and the ducks are starting to pair, and the Canada geese are back on the canal. Heather, you were geesing it up this week, weren't you?
I was indeed. Our local lake, the heron has got a baby.
Oh, nice.
Tufty head in the nest, and the Egyptian geese, out of 11, she's still got 9.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, yeah. I did post a picture on the hearth fire.
Nice. That's it. It's
Very
the birds and bees and babies month.
Yeah, definitely.
Thankfully, I'm all past that. The first signs of spring are showing. The plum is budding as well as the pecan or pecan. I think it depends where you come from, doesn't it? And the elm is blooming. Very nice.
Karen does mean morning.
First big bumblebee. Yes, I saw one yesterday. Big bumblebee. He was on the hellebores yesterday in the garden. Zenny, I love the birds singing, and a tree full of crows in my favourite large park. Crow trees are in full bloom. They always are whenever we go out. They follow Ness everywhere. Doesn't matter where we go, there's always crows.
Yeah, on the beach, in a field.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Sitting having a coffee.
All the birds. It is their time of the year too. They are all starting to nest, aren't they, and having their babies. Zenny, I love blackbirds and they're singing. My neighbour has blackbirds that nest in their hedge. Love this space so much. Do you know this whole thing, whether it's me on my Friday mornings or us as a team here, the energy of this is made up of all you guys. You guys are what make it what it is. If that's terrible grammar, but you know what I mean. Lots of rooks on Monday with Egyptian geese. I don't often see rooks around here, although I probably wouldn't know the difference, to be honest. They're fairly similar to rooks, aren't they?
Grey colour beak. Yeah, they've got a sort of grey beak.
Okay. Nice. Are the big bees the ones out of the ground? I don't know, Maria, actually.
I know.
He looked like a big bumbly bee, to be honest. She was quite fat. Let's be honest. She was a fat bee. So I'm guessing bumblebee, but I don't know enough about bees. We'll have to find out, won't we? Amanda, saw a butterfly this morning. There's a lot of twig gathering from the birds. Yes, you will start to see the butterflies coming out as well. Apparently even mosquitoes are enjoying this season. So many of them. Mayflies we get over, not so many mosquitoes, but it's all coming to life. It is Mother Earth going, here you go. Have at it.
With her sleeves up, off I go, she says.
Yeah, it is. Right, go for it. I've done my bit. That's I haven't. You know I'm going to waffle for a lot of the time.
Have your cuppa. Right, shall I begin with the other bit?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Go for it. Okay, you would need paper and pens to jot down your own correspondences. Obviously, we covered this with the printable sheet, but if you haven't got that or haven't got time to do it, just pen and paper will do. If you do have the print off, you can always add this to your book of shadows. We're going to go through each of the correspondences now, and you can write those down on the sheet or be guided by your own intuition and put down what resonates with you. Heather?
Okay, so meanings. The meanings of this time of the year are, as Rachel said earlier, balance. It's also about life and rebirth. The goddess and the god in youth. Light overtaking the darkness, which I like. Fertility, new beginnings, love, growth, dreams, achievable goals, and optimism. Colours considered that are associated at this time of year: pink, lavender, yellow, grass green, pastels of any shade really, and pale blue. Grass green especially because obviously around here I've already heard people cutting their grass.
That's all your
Wow.
colour palette, Heather, isn't it? That has just summed up your wardrobe. It's interesting you said achievable goals.
Yes, because it's a more muted energy. For me, summer is that real oof of energy where you push that bit further. So that for me, this time of year is setting those achievable goals. Whereas in summer, it's like, oh, let's just do this, whether you think it's going to work or not.
That's how we roll. Isn't that how we do? We do most
Yeah,
of
I have to
it.
admit, when I said that, I actually thought that's probably what I do most of the time, actually. But I do try and, behave most of the time.
Yeah.
Cry most of the time, that is. I don't say I behave all of the time.
We'd be worried if you were anything but. Right, animals associated are rabbits, of course, snakes, chicks, dragons, unicorn, hares, robin, bees, butterflies, phoenix, ram, bears, chipmunks, deer, fox, frogs, groundhogs, hedgehogs, lambs, skunks, and squirrels. That's
Do
quite
like
a
a
list.
skunk.
You couldn't get a more random list of animals if you
Yeah.
tried.
It's me. I'm putting this together. You know it's going to be random. You had to have a skunk in there. I'm sorry.
And phoenix, I mean, it's the new beginnings, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the rising out of the ashes. Whereas, again, for summer and autumn, that's when I think of the phoenix in their full glory. And winter for me would be when they've puffed and they're in their ashes.
Yeah.
So, poof. I know, very technical.
I think that's that because there are different animals from all across the globe, aren't they? So it is going to be different wherever you are in the world. We're not going to have groundhogs in England. We're not going to have chipmunks or bears
Or skunks.
or skunks. But we have hedgehogs, and apparently they don't have hedgehogs in America, which still surprises me. So it
wow.
will be different depending on where you are in the world. So it is about adapting this to where you are and what is in your locality.
Ruby
Well,
says,
dragons and unicorns and phoenix are everywhere, so that's fine.
yeah. Ruby says, dragons, I'm making one right now, inspired by your book, Rachel.
Oh, okay. Excellent. We like a
Right.
bit of dragon magic.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I'll just pop that up. It's just so that everyone can see that. And then, of course, there's David. A little bit late here, David.
Morning.
It is evening. Yeah, you're all right. It is dark outside.
I don't know. I've got the light on, but
No, it is dark outside. Actually,
is it?
Xenia said she looked up because she heard a woodpecker. Then I saw the branches in a
Oh,
tree being formed like an Ingu's rune. Did I pronounce that right? New beginnings, egg protected until the new project hatches. Nice. Heather, you get
yeah.
woodpeckers, don't you?
Yes,
Oh, I'd
yes.
love
We
to.
get the red crested ones.
Nice.
How lovely.
Mm.
Hi, Janet. Tess just
Right.
watched the Harry Potter baking competition they made. A phoenix
Oh,
cake
yes.
was stunning. Oh, I saw that. So
Seen
clever.
it, guys, but haven't watched it yet.
So clever what that they do with the cakes. Maria says you're such a numpty at times. That could be aimed at any of us, Maria. That could be any one of us.
Yeah, probably me, but it's fine.
I'm
We're not
guessing
offended.
it might mean David, but could be any of us. Could be any of us. Sorry, Ness, I've
No,
interrupted.
that's okay. It was quite funny. But yeah, I agree with that. Right, stones. Aquamarine, amethyst, rose quartz, moonstone, bloodstone, red jasper, and pyrite. Yeah, I'd go with that.
Maria had 2 woodpeckers in January. Nice. These correspondences that we're giving out, I have a bit of a thing about correspondences. They should mean something to you. You can Google correspondences for the spring equinox, and you will get lots of information on the internet. You could look through my books and you'll get lots of information on correspondences, but it has to mean something. Don't just copy and paste a load of lists because that's what someone else said. Think about why they're on that list. Think about their connections to it. Like the rabbit. Rabbit is very much connected to the spring equinox because rabbits are doing that whole fertility thing at the minute. So that kind of ties in with the energy. Bears will be coming out of hibernation, I'm guessing. Not overly hot on bear information, but and bees and butterflies because they're all starting to emerge now as well. So think about the correspondences, the same with the colours, the same with the crystals. Think about why that particular item, ingredient, animal, whatever it might be, is associated with this time of the year. And again, it has to work for you and where you are. So I would say don't just blindly copy and paste lists. Understand why they're there and work with something that has a connection for you. Sorry, that was a bit of a lecture then, wasn't
And especially not my lists, because my lists will be very random.
it? No, because they mean something to you, and that's the important part, isn't it?
Well, hence why there's a skunk, because I'm sorry, it just, for me, it's that I don't know why. I just like
That's
skunks.
just so much. Yeah.
Whenever I
I've got.
think skunk, I think Pepe Le Pew, but that's my age, isn't it? That's my age. He's probably
got-
not allowed on the telly now. Effect of looking after nephews the first weekend, they don't stop ever. Yes, that's young children for you. Janet saw robins in mid-January. Yes, I've got a little robin that's taken up residence in the garden. I am very excited. I even bought dry mealworms for him. Oh, they are disgusting.
They do smell.
Oh,
Yeah.
they smell, and they look like dried centipedes or something. They're gross. Now, Tess, I'm sure if we ask Ness nicely, she'll put some information up on the blog afterwards with these correspondences on. Just say, yes, Ness, I'll do that.
Yes.
We'll put it up on the Kitchen Witch blog afterwards. But again, remember, these are your correspondences, so they have to mean something to you. But we'll put them up on the blog.
Yeah.
Won't be hiking in the backwoods now. Lots of bears waking up. Yes, that makes sense. But that to me then makes sense that bears should be connected to the spring equinox because they are waking up just the same as Mother Earth is doing. So it all ties in.
It's like snakes, isn't it? They're starting to come out and
Yeah.
bask in the sun and everything. So
Oh, yes. Yeah, that would make sense. Hannah, green, yellow, and purple are my spring equinox colours. These are the ones in my locale. That's spring flowers summed up, isn't it? Perfect. Perfect. So, because skunks are cute.
Because they are. I'm sorry, they just are.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Lucky Fairy Queen. Interesting thing about dragons. After Friday's talk, I was fascinated, decided to buy the book. Thank you. Interesting that dragons are a correspondence here. I don't know, Heather. I'm assuming you put dragons there because they are a Kundalini type energy, aren't they? They
Yeah.
are your base instinct energy that grows. So yeah, that makes absolute sense to me. I mean, dragon walks with me all the time, but they are that kind of growth energy.
Yeah. Yeah, it is that. Well, basically, you know my purple dragon, I mean, she'd get in everything if she possibly could.
And there's the answer to Heather in a nutshell.
I'm making no comment.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. David says, has anyone mentioned worms? Oddly, worms are spring. No, that makes sense to me. From the depths of earth they come with the new growth, leaving their cast for all to see. It is Mother Nature waking up, isn't it? She's hidden and kept all of this stuff safe under the ground over the cold winter months. So yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Maria says she thinks of dragons more as a summer.
A dragon is not just for Ostara, it's for life. That dragon energy is so huge and so complex, and there are so many different types of dragon that they do fit into all of the seasons. Absolutely.
And yet none of us have ever seen a baby dragon.
There are so few stories about baby dragons. Occasionally you get dragon eggs mentioned in myths and legends, but there are so few tales of baby dragons. It's interesting. Yeah. It is interesting. And we've gone completely off of script. So
there's Heather did a piece on the humble earthworm. If you signed up to the Kitchen Witch newsletter, she did a piece on the worm for March.
Yep.
So,
nice. Yep. Nice.
Yep. That's my animal guide for this month.
Yeah, perfect. And a nice subtle plug for signing up for the newsletter, Ness.
They have my uses.
You can do that over the website. Sign up for them. Add to the monthly newsletter is brilliant. Heather and Ness write the monthly newsletter, and they put so much stuff in it, stuff that you won't get elsewhere. It's all for newsletter people. So do sign up for that and have a look.
There we go.
Dragons are huge with children at the moment. The girls now 9 love the 3D printed dragons and eggs, everything dragon. That's how I started. Dragon's been with me since I was a child. Love it, love it, love it.
That's coming next, Maria.
Coming next to me because I'm going off script and totally ruin the flow of things. Yes, foods. So obviously eggs, duh. Egg I like because egg is fried breakfast. No, egg is. Oh, thank you, Zenia. I'm saying thank you. I don't actually get involved. It's these two that do the newsletters. So thank you to these two.
You're welcome.
Eggs are complete. Eggs are the world in a food product. They have all 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. The yolk, the white, the shell, the membrane, it all comes together to form a complete, all 4 elements in one. I think eggs are one of the most magical foods ever. Eat the egg bit, wash and dry the eggshells, and you can make all sorts of protection stuff, grind it up and make ingredients to add to your fertility spells. Absolutely brilliant. Nothing new there. No, we don't change, Maria. And yes, of course, eggs make cake. Definitely. The The other one I love is honey. I do love honey. One of the most ancient foods in the world. And I get through. Actually, I'm drinking honey and lemon right now. Hot honey and lemon. There, Ness, there's a question for you.
Yes, there is. It was published on the 2nd of March. But I'll make a note. Make sure you get a copy if you didn't get it.
Is Tina signed up for it?
Yeah, if you've signed, sometimes it does go into the spam folders as well. And if you don't open them for a couple of months, the machine just kind of hides them from you as well. They are. If you sign up to the form, they're on there as well, aren't they, Ness?
Yes, this one, it's only up until October, November last year at the moment, so I've got some to post up.
Cool. Yeah, if you've signed up and you haven't received one, message us and we'll get that sorted out for you. So honey, yes, honey is, well, it's brilliant. It's just delicious. But that ties in with bees as well, doesn't it? So it is very much this time of the year. If you like a bit of a tipple, honey, obviously mead, makes mead. Love or hate one here, Brussels sprouts.
Love them.
Love them. Love them. Absolutely love them. Yeah. I love them in all sorts of things.
Stir fries.
Yeah.
Roasted.
Coleslaw.
Oh.
Risotto.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm hungry now. Right.
Squeak.
Fruits. Actually, my veg box, I'm getting spring greens now. Leafy spring greens, which is brilliant. Seeds of all kinds. Poppy seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds. Because they're seeds. Because it's that time of the year, isn't it? We're planting seeds, we're planting bulbs and things. So that kind of ties in with the fertility. There is cake on here. There is cake on the list. Cake and bread on the list. Chocolate. Wine is on here as well. Wine makes a brilliant offering to the gods. Most of them like wine in various forms. Milk, obviously, we're kind of following on that energy from in bulk with the milk products and all dairy foods, really. That kind of follows on. Fish, not my favourite personally, but definitely something that ties in with the season. And of course, shrooms, mushrooms of all kinds this time of the year too. Then we move on to herbs and flowers. So we've got broom, which is the bright yellow. Very nice, very springy. Celandine was mentioned earlier, wasn't it? Cinquefoil, crocus. We've got some wild ones in here as well. Chickweed. Chives. I did lose my big chive plant a couple of years back. The one I bought to replace it is struggling a bit, I must admit. Clovers, daffodils, dandelions, of course, are starting to come about too. Don't pull them up. They are the first foods available for the bumblebees. Dill, dogwood. My dogwood is bright red at the moment. It is looking fantastic. Gardenia, garlic, geranium, ginger, honeysuckle, hyacinth, iris, jasmine, lemon balm, lilac, lilies of the valley, lily, lotus, magnolia, mint, narcissus, parsley, rose, tansy, thyme, tulip, violet, viola.
Yay! Oh,
Big long list. Shamrocks, yes. I think that ties in with clover, doesn't it?
yeah.
4-leaf clover, 3-leaf clover. Yeah. Only the chocolate Brussels sprouts from M&S Food. Soil, yeah, that would very much tie in with it. Because Mother Earth is waking up, starting to do her thing. David, still to plant my broom seeds, but late now, I suppose. Have to do them next year now. Probably a squinky bit late, yeah.
So, that I associate with this time of year are Beith, which is linked to the birch tree, which is very much about new beginnings, very linked to the goddess. You've got Luth, which is rowan. You've got fern, that's protection, that's ash. Gert, which is ivy.
Gert, Hello,
Yeah.
Gertie.
Good. So that's ivy. So very abundant, very lush. Think of a garden. Think of, for me, when every time I see Gut, I think of a walled garden with lush, just beautiful flowers and aromas and herbs. So yeah, and is actually one of the word kennings for it is first cry. It's linked to pine, but it's an actual word. One of the word kennings is that first cry. So it's like the aha moment. It's the light bulb going on. So that's for me why they are there.
Sounds perfect. Right, runes. We have Bacana, Heather's favourite rune.
Madonna's boobies.
Madonna's boobies.
That's fertility, new beginnings, but it is also healing. It's looking after yourself as well. Ingas, so that is also the seed of potential. Again, new beginnings and starts. And Woodjoe is joy. I mean, what puts a smile on your face more than a good old drop of sunshine?
The Latin name is Cytisus, Cytisus. It's a shrub, really. You'll see it growing on the roadsides quite often with the bright yellow flowers this time of the year. But I've only ever known it as broom. I don't know if there's anything else. Ivy taking over the side of my house. Oh yeah, it does eat into the brickwork, doesn't it? It's a shame because it is nice. Janet, never cut our grass the first few weeks of spring so the bees can have some food. Yeah, good idea. There's a band named Gert.
See, now all I'm seeing is a band all covered in ivy playing. Now Pete on the drums.
I'm thinking of Gert as little old ladies. All I can see now is a little band of little old ladies called Gertie.
No, you see, I've now got this vision of Pete and on his drum kit covered in ivy.
Ivy. Well, he does like his plants. We bought woad seeds. Interesting. Bought them in Glasgow. Sure, I won't plant them. Then just go for it. Go for it, mate. Try it.
Yeah, put them in a pot.
Yeah. Try and see. So tarot cards. Got to be the Empress. I think it is in a. I'm not going to say all, but in a lot of the artwork in tarot decks, the Empress is shown as a young lady that is with child. So there is that pregnant fertility kind of energy to it. Quite a strong feminine energy as well. And then the Fool, because the Fool is the beginning. It is the beginning of the story of the major arcana. It is taking that first step, quite often without looking before you leap. but it is taking that brave step. So I think for me, the Empress and the Fool, definitely spring ones. Hannah, don't cut my grass until the duck gets lost in the lawn. I love that.
You see, that is a really good reason not, no, I'm not doing it because I can still see the duck.
Can't see the duck. Excellent. I love that.
Oh, dear. So, items that you may consider putting on your altar: eggs, obviously. Rabbits. No, if you've got a live one, it might not stay on the altar. But yeah, that is an option. You can obviously either get your little crochet jobby like we've got, or you can get little statues of rabbits. But yeah, a live one I don't think would stay there for very long. Yeah. Potted plants, seeds, flowers, quartz crystals, specifically, cocoons. I came up with because to me that's the potential of the opening up. Bees, again, I don't think a bee would stay on your altar for too long, so you may need to get one of the little toy ones or something that you see.
I did find a dead one in the window frame last year. I did keep it.
Yeah. Lambs, again, live ones, unlikely and a bit big. So, chicks, Candles, because it's that light. It's the light, and coins, nice shiny coins. I'm going to also say anything shiny, actually. So if you've got a favourite bit of jewellery or something, or a piece of jewellery that an ancestor loved, that would be another good thing to put on your altar at this time for me.
Nice.
Mm.
So you're going to need a big altar with all those animals on it.
Yeah, I know. Actually, we've always said we want a goat. I should have put goat.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we'd need an outside altar in an outside pen.
We need a kitchen witch farm, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Sounds good. Right, we've got a list of goddesses and...
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, there's a couple of comments just going to put
One
up
wall
first.
of my childhood house next door was covered in abundant ivy, and in spring, as soon as someone walked by, it exploded into sparrows. Yes. I do get a lot of sparrows. Ace of Swords. Can we say that is springy? Yeah, that would work. The Ace of Headology, as I like to call it. Definitely. Search for the duck. I love ducks. Yeah, I like ducks, chickens, geese, all of them. Hannah, little girl and I made a spring tree from sticks and hung coloured eggs from it. Lovely. Very nice idea. Brilliant.
Maria, I could be talking about anything.
Who knows?
Most of the time I don't.
Just nod. Sorry, Ness. Pygmy goat. Yes, absolutely.
That's what Vicky's got. She's got pygmy goats.
Yeah,
They're so
definitely.
How big are these? Oh, I say.
Well, when we've got the kitchen witch farm, it won't matter because we can have a huge great altar outside. It's fine.
Yeah, one massive, yeah, definitely. Right, I read this list of goddesses, and I apologise now for some of my pronunciations because there are some there I'm like, I've never even heard of. You might have to correct me, Heather. Well, we've got Aphrodite, Athena, Cybele?
Sybil?
Oh, don't get me started on the 40 Towers.
My age.
And people sort of pronounce Istra and Ostra, and there's different pronunciations for that one. And Eriu, that's what I've not heard of. Gaia, Hera, stroke Juno, Lady of the Lake, Mudhusri, and Melusine,
yeah.
Melusine, heard of that one. Moon Mother, Vesta, Astarte, Coatlicue, that's a different one.
Yeah, that's one of the South American ones.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is interesting. Flides, Ishtar, Isis, Libera, Marku, Minerva, the Muses, Persephone, Rhea, Venus, Freya, and Ratty. I like Ratty. That's probably
My brain's gone to Wind in the Willows straight away.
Oh dear. I'm just going to put up a couple more before I carry on with the gods.
Yes, a goat would eat. Goat or a pig would eat all of the altar items. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. So he would rather have an owl, have it hoot at people, and sit there and judge. I feel an owl would just sit there and judge you. Blothyweth, yes. Should be a bit miffed if she's not on the list.
You see, I always think of her as more of a summer goddess.
Summer
But
one. Yeah,
yeah,
because of the flowers.
yeah, but go you know, this is me putting this together. So let's face it, you're quite lucky that it's actually quite sensible.
Yeah, it's Vesta stroke Hestia, isn't it? It's
Yeah. Vesta, Hestia, one and the same, just different. Yeah. Romans stole from the Greek, didn't they? Bless them.
Yeah. Okay, so for the gods, Adonis, you know, because who doesn't love a man with a bare chest?
Well, depends on the man, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of Jason Momoa at the moment. So,
Oh, that's fine.
or Jason Statham.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you need to Google.
You know what my taste in men is like. It's no good throwing the good-looking ones at me.
Anyway, right, back to the list. Canonis, Dan, I think that's how you say it. Is he's a Vietnamese god of wine.
Oh, okay. Don't know him.
Yeah. Then you've got the Lord of the Greenwood. You've got Attis, Dagda. Now, he asked to go on here, and I did say to him, I think of him more as being an autumn god, but he said, no, I want to go in spring. So he came in spring.
There he is.
Yeah.
You don't argue with them. No, it's not.
No, oh no, you don't know. Dylan.
I can think, why is Bob Dylan on the list? What's he doing on there?
He shouldn't be on anybody's list.
Oh dear. I can't remember where, because when I've got a feeling he's no, brain's gone.
He's a Welsh sea god.
Yeah, is he a Welsh sea god?
Welsh sea god, yes.
There you go. I was going to say I think he's Welsh, but
Yeah.
the brain went at that moment. I don't know if it's Dylan or Dylan. Anyway, yeah, the great horned god, of course, because like Canonis. I suppose it's the same god, different name, different area. Mithras, Odin, Osiris, Pan. Got to have a bit of Pan in there this time of year. A little bit of naughtiness, a little bit of mischievousness. And Thor.
Yep.
Anybody else got any other?
No, it's all good. Dylan, who once, he is the Welsh one. So, Welsh sea god killed by his uncle. Apparently, they do have a bit of a thing, don't they? Yes, son of Arianrod. Yes, daughter of Don. Yes, in the fourth branch of the Mabinogi. Baldur, possibly. Balanos to me is a summer god. For me, he is hand in hand with Sulis, very much solar sun gods. But it's absolutely your call. Your call if you want to bring any other energies into this. Green Man, that's one of Ness's.
Yeah, he's definitely out and about. There's lots of evidence of him being there now.
Nice. So, what about a bit of magic? And we're not talking pulling the rabbit out of the altar. Magic. There is that balance thing. It is a good time to look at your life and see how balanced it is. And I will say this again, balance is not necessarily equal. Balance just has to work for you. You don't have to make that equal balance of work, home life, or whatever you're looking at balancing, as long as that balance works for you. Make a list of your daily, weekly activities and how it all works out for you, and if you can make any tweaks to bring about a better balance for yourself. Fertility magic, obviously a big key energy at this point in the year. New projects, new ventures, sort of planning stages, I think, isn't it? Spring is more about getting those ideas sorted, and it is the new moon type energy, isn't it? It's about plotting, planning, and scheming to put those new ventures, new projects into action.
Isn't that what we do all the year round, though?
Pretty much. Pretty much. It is manifestation. It is putting those things in action to manifest your goals. There's a lot of healing energy, I think, at this time of the year as well. There is an energy. There is that spring buzz of energy, isn't there, as well, motivating you into doing things. I think it's a good time of the year to dedicate yourself as well, isn't it? If you want to dedicate yourself to a pathway or to something, doesn't have to necessarily be a spiritual pathway. I think spring's a good time for that. Clearing out, spring clean, literally clearing stuff out, removing obstacles, making the way clear for all that new stuff. You can't bring new stuff in if you're still carrying all that old baggage. So you've got to clear it out first to make space to bring the stuff in. Love and passion, obviously, all in that fertility magic as well. Blessings for the home, nice time of the year. Once you've done your spring clean, do a home blessing as well. It is new beginnings, it's planning, it's setting those seeds, setting goals, fresh starts, renewal, and there is a big punch of inspiration. I think for me, creativity kind of comes with Beltane, but this is an inspiration sort of zooming up towards the creativity. Hannah, quit my crap job and feeling a lot more in balance right now. Huzzah! Good for you. Good on you. Maria, need more chocolate. Always need more chocolate. As long as it's dark chocolate and not that white stuff. Plotting, planning and scheming. Loki wants to be on the list too. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Maria, can't wait to clear out the stuff here. We've been starting clearing stuff out. I threw out quite a number of bags of clothes for charity. Tina, can I rededicate myself as I was away from the craft for a long time? Absolutely. And I think this time of the year is perfect for doing rededication to your pathway. Absolutely perfect. I have to just move the dog's blanket because it's in his chair.
I mean, there's no reason why you can't do a self-dedication every year.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Mm.
Yep.
Just put that there for you, Rachel.
It is. Shouldn't even be called chocolate.
I love Milky Bar.
Milky
Oh,
Bar Kids. Yay!
I love it.
No,
I'm going to be the different one. I like white. I'm going to be
next time we're out, Ness, we're going to need to have Milky Bars.
No, I'm moving on from white chocolate. That's Tina, absolutely. Rededication would be perfect. Xenia, can't wait to get my plan, a better and quieter flat and a better environment done as soon as possible. Positive energy coming your way, Xenia. Maria, how do you rededicate yourself? It entirely however you want to. You could do it as a little ritual. You could do it as just a pledge to the moon, to the gods, to whatever divine you work with. But I would say probably just a nice little ritual to dedicate yourself to your pathway. I'm not even going to read that one.
We'll just eat it all then, Hannah. It's fine.
I eat pretty much everything. There are very, very few things that I won't eat.
Olives.
One of them. Olives. Yeah. Olives cooked. I don't mind cooked olives, but fresh olive, it's like a mouthful of perfume. Yuck. Very few. Olives, white chocolate, and broad beans, because broad beans taste like blue tack. Just saying.
And smell like wet dogs. They smell like
Xenia,
wet dogs.
always, Xenia. I'm not reading the white chocolate one.
You'll like the next one. You'll like the
There
next
you go.
Oh yeah, Maria. I know you and me, Maria. Yeah.
You see, for me, I will eat anything. The only one I'm not that keen on is the milk chocolate because I think that's just too sticky.
Yeah, time and a place for it. I think time and a place. Yeah, I do like dark chocolate best. Oh, Xenia.
We're on chocolate wars now, aren't we?
I have no comment.
I'm swiftly moving on.
Maria says broad beans smell like feet. They're nasty, whatever way you look at it. So, ways to celebrate. How are you going to celebrate? If you have got some ideas for celebrating the spring equinox, do pop them in the comments and we will share them. I think one of the simplest ways is making moon and sun water. Put a jar of water out under the sun or under the moon, entirely up to you. But if you do it on the equinox, you will get very special kind of supercharged equinox water as well. And then you can use that for drinking, for washing, cleansing, cleansing crystals, tools, anointing, all sorts of wonderful things. And it's so easy to make. Uplifting music, open the windows. Particularly, we've had a brilliant couple of days here where it has been very spring-like. Didn't even wear my coat out this morning when Eric and I went for a puppuccino. The local cafe makes Eric a puppuccino. He's very taken with it. But no coat because it was so lovely out there. So open the windows. Let that fresh air clean your home. It is a spring cleaning. I know housework's boring, but it is a good time of the year to have a real good clear out, real good cleanse. Clear out the negative energy. Remember to fill it with the positive afterwards. If you have children or like the crafting, then obviously dyeing eggs, painting eggs, symbols, sigils can be put on them. You can use the eggshells to plant little seeds in. Make offerings of eggs to the soil. Eggshell works very well in the soil to break down and to provide minerals for it. Eggs have actually been part of spring festivals and celebrations for a really long time, whether it was Easter, spring equinox. In the Middle Ages, eggs were taken to the local priest to be blessed. They were seen as sacred, and a boiled egg in particular was seen as magic. But you can understand that, can't you? You have this runny egg and you just put it in some hot water and all of a sudden it's solid. I don't know how true that is. That was one of the folklore things that I found. They've have been long time going way back. They've actually been decorated with different colours and given as gifts. Obviously, we have egg hunts, egg rolling games as well for children, treasure hunts. The egg is fertility, all wrapped up. It is life and all creation, absolutely perfect for this time of the year. And as I say, it carries all the four elements as well. The yolk, actually, of the egg as well is often seen as a representation of the sun. And if you don't want to work with eggs, chocolate egg is absolutely acceptable as a replacement, as long as it's not white. Karen, there's very little I can eat. Too many intolerances. Sometimes I have to be naughty and suffer the consequences. Do like Lindor. Yes, Lindor make very nice chocolates. David, my partner was so happy she found Aldi did a vegan white chocolate. So heartbroken when they stopped. Luckily, I'm not a dark chocolate fan. With chili, yes, dark chocolate with chili is very nice. Tina, can I put a 5-litre bottle of water out for the moon? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Just make a note of what moon phase and date that you're putting it out under so that you know what kind of energies it's charged with. Maria, planting. Make something yummy with milk and cheese. Chocolate cake. I don't want cheese in my chocolate cake. But
Cheesecake?
Cheesecake, yeah. Actually, I make a nice chocolate mayonnaise cake. Because mayonnaise is eggs, isn't it? So it works.
Yeah.
Good evening, Kelly. You don't have to apologise. Like to decorate my altar with daffodils. Yes. Open the windows, clean the house, and cleanse the stagnant energy. It is absolutely that time of the year to open the windows and let the fresh air in. Spring cleaning. Time to worry the neighbours with my whisk in hand. Now, for anyone that wasn't with us on Friday morning when we had a chat, David uses his whisk as a wand. And excellent. I love that idea. I think it is absolutely perfect. Stirring up some magic. Yeah. Maria, I have a weird vision in my head now. Maria, my head's always like that. I always have weird stuff in my head. Imagining the look on the Amazon delivery. David brandishing his whisk. I think the whisk as a wand is a brilliant idea. So, I mean, eggs kind of, they feature quite heavily. You can use eggs for divination. and this is quite interesting, you can paint the eggs, then boil them, and it makes the shell crack, and you can read the marks and the shapes that the paint and the cracks have made on the shell of the egg. Or you can fill a bowl with water and drip the egg white, not the yolk, just the egg white onto it, and then read the shapes and patterns that it makes. If you want to dye eggs, try boiling them with different vegetable matter, so onion skins or beetroot, or there's a whole list actually, I think, on one of the blogs somewhere. That natural colour will dye the egg, which is quite interesting, particularly if you've got kids and you can get them to try different things in the water to see what colours they go. I think having a family meal that brings in produce of the season, spring greens, eggs, seeds, grain, bread, just to kind of celebrate the waking up of produce, really. Karen, do you ever use cacao in chocolate cakes? I have. I have experimented with cacao. It is quite bitter and it doesn't bring that sweetness that cocoa powder does, but it does work very well. If you can't have cocoa powder for whatever reason, or if you can't have the sugary side of things, cacao does actually work quite well. It gives a different flavour, slightly different flavour. Obviously, if you have a garden or a windowsill or a pot, you can plant seeds. That's very springy. Vision boards. If you like to work with vision stuff, create yourself a vision board for what you want to manifest over the next few coming months. This is a kind of suggestion for always. Take a walk in nature if you can. Collect items that you might find that you're gifted by Mother Nature for your altar. Don't forget to leave offerings of water when you are out, or biodegradable materials and things. Now this one makes me laugh. Rise before dawn and greet the sunrise for a small ceremony. Very rarely will I rise before dawn, but you can offer a prayer or a poem to the rising sun. And, it can help you visualize manifesting things. You're very welcome, Karen. Actually, I think one of the things at this time of the year that's nice to make, that I sort of tie in with the season of spring, is to make a wand. If you like making your own magical tools, I think spring is a brilliant time to make wands, because the trees are all fresh with their growth as well. It just kind of makes sense to me. Tess, I used to put cacao buttons in my soap making. Amazing smell, but I have no interest in eating it. We've had cacao at cacao ceremonies, haven't we? It does need honey and spices and things in it to actually make it palatable, because it is quite a bitter taste on its own. But if you can't, for whatever reason, have cocoa powder, it does work as a replacement. It will just bring a not nearly as sweet flavour to it. But yeah, there's my suggestions.
That's good. There's a lot to do, isn't there, to get your head round. And
what's everybody else thinking? Oh, that's it.
I don't know what they're thinking. They're probably thinking, what are this lot of old bints doing, talking rubbish? Kelly, like to go through my wardrobe and send to charity anything I don't wear anymore at this time of the year. Yes, it is refreshing. I've just done that, and I did turn out quite a lot of stuff. It was embarrassing how much stuff I turned out, actually. Xenia, I like cacao, bitter one for drinking. We have had it on occasion, but I do have to add a bit of cinnamon and a bit of honey to it, because otherwise it's a bit too bitter for me. But it does work as a decent cocoa powder replacement. I actually think cacao ceremony is a thing, isn't it? It's quite a trendy thing, isn't it? But it's not native to this country at all. We've discussed this before, haven't we? Well, I think for us, we'd rather do something like a mugwort ceremony, or something to celebrate the herbs that grow in our country, wherever you are, really, rather than bringing something that we don't really have a very strong connection with, because it's not grown on these lands. So I think it's interesting, if you've never been to a cacao ceremony, to try it. But yeah, be open to every plant, every ingredient has a plant spirit, just as cacao does. So it's worth investigating other options, I think. Unless it's white chocolate. I'm not doing a white chocolate ceremony.
Just pull my curtains.
Right. Pay attention and focus.
That'll be the day.
Right, so we've got to the point now where we're going to do a little ritual. If you would like to follow along with the ritual and you've got all your bits and bobs, now is the time to get them ready. This will be on replay if you want to do the ritual at a later date. You can use visualization now if you want to as well. Follow it along with us. Whatever works for you, really. That's the dog. David, this is something I'm doing this year. Make a compass wheel rosary. Has a bead filled with the energies for every stage of the year. Started it on the first dark moon of the year. Brilliant. That's
nice.
Brilliant.
Very nice.
A few years back now, we ran the Ark of the Goddess. The dog has obviously heard something in the garden. We ran an Ark of the Goddess course, and actually I took a bead for each month of the year and made that into a kind of rosary set, meditation bead set, and that worked really well as well. I think beads kind of lend themselves to, you can bring in the energy of the seasons or the gods or the goddesses or whatever, can't you? Brilliant idea. Excellent. Yes, that was Eric. He's seeing off some imaginary thing in the garden.
Paper bag or something.
It could have been a skunk.
It could have been a skunk. It could have been. You never know. We do get foxes in the back garden. It might be one of those. So we're going away with the ritual. And my huge thanks, actually, because Heather wrote all of this, the whole notes and ritual and everything. My thanks go out to Ness and Heather. This year, Kitchen Witch has just... once the three of us get together, the ideas are just ping, ping. Kitchen Witch wouldn't run without these two ladies. They are a powerhouse of stuff behind the scenes. The blog, the YouTube channel, all these two ladies, the newsletter, all these two ladies. And now actually the Kitchen Witch School, most of the students are now handled by these two lovely ladies. I'm still there. But because I've taken on a lot of other stuff, Kitchen Witch wouldn't exist without Heather and Ness. So my thanks to these two ladies, absolutely.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly.
Teamwork. The kids. Oh no! I'm so sorry. Right, so let us get on with this ritual because we're going to run out of time otherwise, because So we are creating a motivational altar offering. Paper you'll need, depending on what size your container that you're going to use. Pens, crayons, paints, whatever medium you would like to work with. A container of your choice. For example, a pouch. Piece of material could be a poppet, could be a jam jar, could be a bowl, a basket, could be a crochet bunny. And I have no responsibility for these bunnies. These were both Heather and Ness as well. My crocheting makes doilies. That's about as talented as it is. So, crochet bunny. Candle holder, lighter, and then some herbs. Follow your intuition. Spring-led herbs, things that evoke that energy of spring for you. Ones we've all mentioned, really: celandine, daffodil, clover, all of the things we mentioned earlier, or whatever you've got in your kitchen cupboards. Open the door and see what sort of jumps out at you. Crystals, again, you can put in there. Tumblestones work very well. Trust your intuition on it, really, on what you need. I've actually got, because I can't get in my witchy room again at the moment. They are very cute, Sonia. and their ears tied together, which is very sweet. I've actually, sorry about the rustling, I've actually got some spring equinox incense. I didn't make this either. this is all. It smells amazing. Let's look. I'm actually
Oh,
going to use that. I'm going to use that in my little bunny because I
I'm
can't.
going to admit now that everything that I chose today for this isn't on the list.
You just can't stick.
Can't stick to the script, no.
Okay. I just have to sort the dog out. Go on, chair. There we go. Yeah, I trust you in. Coconut sugar is a good sweetener for it. Yes, I've cooked with coconut sugar too. It's a brown sugar, so it does give that kind of demerara type taste to it. Yes, coconut. Bit more expensive, but it does work. Taste. I have some tea which has rose petals and lavender in it. Nice. Actually, Ness, what have you got your herbs in?
Tea bag,
Tea bag.
because in the tea bag is lemongrass, lemon peel, lemon verbena, ginger, all that sort of uplifting spring type energy, all
Nice.
in a little tea bag. So I thought, well, rather than empty that out, that can go in my bunny and then it will
Nice.
all stay put.
Don't forget, if you do have herbal teas, and quite a lot of the herbal teas you buy, they sound lovely and they taste horrible. Don't throw them away because they can be used for magical purpose. Whether you drop a tea bag into a bucket of water and use it for cleansing, clearing floors, surfaces, clearing negative energy as well as physically cleansing, or you can use them in any kind of spells.
You can also use the water to put sigils or runes or ogham, can't you?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Actually, we had a bit of a jolly to Brighton recently, and we visited Bird and Blend, didn't we?
Oh,
What a fabulous shop! Such nice, helpful people, and their products are amazing.
mm.
I don't really like herbal tea, but there's a very nice. We had a very nice latte there, actually, didn't we? Herbal latte, very nice.
Yeah, I have to admit, I'm really enjoying the chocolate digestive tea.
Nice, nice. Yeah, can recommend Bird and Blend. Very nice. Right, when you're ready, then we will kick off the ritual.
So take a few slow, deep breaths in and out and bring your attention to here, to now. And then when you're ready, together we're going to connect to our sacred space through the Ethernet, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to be linking our energies, whether we're far away or only a few feet away. So take just 3 slow, deep breaths.
Standing or sitting with both hands on your heart and say, from my heart.
From my
From
heart
my heart,
Stretching both hands into the air, say, to the sky.
to
to
the
the sky. Put both your hands on or facing down to the earth, as close as you can get, and say, to the land.
To the
to
land.
the
To the
land.
land.
Putting both hands on your heart, say, to my heart.
To my
To
heart.
my heart. Leaving both hands on your heart, say, from my heart.
From my
From my
From
heart.
my heart. And then reaching out your right hand to all points on the compass.
To all points on the
On the
compass.
compass.
Reach out your left hand and place your right hand on your heart and say, to all directions.
to all directions.
Putting both hands on your heart, say to my heart.
To my heart. Now we're going to call in deity. Bridget, goddess of fire, poetry, healing, birth and unity. Please join us. Bring your flaming energy to our ritual today. Stoke our inner spark of motivation to achieve our potential this coming season. Welcome, Bridget.
Welcome, Bridget.
Frey, God of fertility and prosperity, we ask that you join us here today, bringing your vitality to our intention and ritual to stoke our motivation to achieve potential this coming season. Welcome, Frey.
Welcome.
Welcome, Frey.
Now close your eyes and take some slow, deep breaths. Then open your eyes and pick up your chosen medium to write or draw with. Look at the blank piece of paper in front of you, and whilst visualizing yourself celebrating the completion of whatever your current goal is, start drawing, scribbling, doodling. Make it free. Don't think about what you're scribbling. Just let it come from your heart and the image you have in your mind's eye.
I almost want to say put your hand up when you finished. Okay, right. So now you're going to light your candle and keep that image in your head. Oh, that was horrible. That was me. Oh. I just glanced up to see that. Oh, nasty. So light your candle, keeping that image of you celebrating the completion of whatever it is that you want to do over this next few months. Take your piece of paper and start folding it towards you, because you're bringing that energy in. So turn it round, but always make sure that you are folding it towards you. Now, at this point, I'm very tempted to burn it because I like burning things. However, you can burn it if you've got a fireproof dish. I haven't. I have my little bunny. My little bunny. So my piece of paper is going into my bunny. I also have, now there's a surprise, a piece of amethyst that is going in. I am motivated to complete my mission. I am motivated to complete my mission. You can also breathe into it if you want to. I've also got a piece of aventurine. That's the other one that jumped out at me today. I am motivated to complete my mission.
I've got some aventurine. And orange calcite as well.
Oh, nice. So, as I said, the things that jumped off my shelf at me today weren't on the list. Surprise, surprise, kill surprise. I have cloves,
Nice.
which smell divine. So I am going to slowly drop them in. I am motivated to complete my mission. What's your first herb?
I'm using the incense. It smells amazing. The Springnox incense. I can't get in my witchy room at the minute.
I've just popped my tea bag with all my
Lovely.
herbs into it.
My next one is licorice root.
Oh,
I
nice.
love licorice.
So that's going in my bunny, along with I am motivated to complete my mission. In actual fact, all of these have got either you'll laugh at the last one, but all of them have got about protection, achievements, success for me. So just to say that this last one will probably make you smile. Jezebel root.
I think that's the point where we should cackle rather than laugh.
Has got a very distinctive aroma.
I don't think I've ever worked with it, actually.
I got it. Do you remember last year from Phoenix Flames?
Phoenix Flames do very nice herbs if you are looking
Yeah.
for herbs.
And this was one of the ones that I picked up, and I have used it in a couple of things, but today it literally bounced off the shelf at me. But it is very much about reaching your goals, what you want to get to. So this is very much about I am motivated to complete my mission.
Perfect.
So yeah, but literally the jar almost flew off the shelf when I went into my cupboard.
I'm picking the bits out of the incense here, and there is lemon balm, there's chamomile, there's little clover flowers. It smells amazing. Sage, I think there is in there too. I'm stuffing my bunny.
Oh, just to say, round my candles, I chose a yellow candle. I have got marigold, and I also asked my basil plant. So my basil plant very kindly gave me a couple of fresh little bits.
Basil I use quite often for prosperity and abundance.
I like basil.
Yeah. What was Sybil and Basil? We're back to 40s.
That is showing her age. Right, I have a plumptious bunny. Now,
You have a plumptious bunny.
bunny.
Oh dear.
Obviously, if you don't have crochet bunnies, you can do this with jars or envelopes work really well too, don't they?
Yeah. Any container.
And when your
But because it's
container is suitably stuffed, hold it in your hands. Visualize yourself accomplishing your goal with ever increasing stamina and motivation. Really think it, really look at it in your hands and put that intent and motivation. Feel how proud you are and imagine telling someone you love about your accomplishment. Then say, "So it shall be."
so it shall be.
And then you can place it on your altar or in your sacred space. I'm going to put mine up on my little working altar, which is just in front of me. Little pot of spring flowers, a green man, and a yellow candle. Would you post some pictures? We'd love to see them.
Oh yes, we do like to see the pictures.
Yeah, definitely on the Kitchen Witch Coven Facebook group. Love to see pictures of them. Maria, I have those infusion bags so I can add herbs in there. They are really useful, aren't they? Very useful. Have so many bird and blend teas. Yes, they've been going a while, haven't they? But we actually went to one of their shops in Brighton, and it was brilliant. They looked amazing, the blends, not just taste amazing. Maria, never heard of it before. It's Bird and Blend. You can get them online. There is a shop in, I think they've got a few shops, haven't they? Went to one in Brighton. Karen made about 40 crochet bunnies last year. That's impressive.
They don't take long to do they?
No.
They whiz up really quickly.
Well, don't take me
And
ages.
they are so fun. I mean, just look, so cute.
And you tie the loop their ears together too. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it keeps everything in.
Yeah, brilliant. So now, if you have something to eat or drink, do you go for it? Unless it's white chocolate, then I just don't want to know. I've nearly drunk all of my tea actually. Xenia, have a usual jar and put a candle in it. Nice, that worked brilliantly. I have honey and lemon, which is very springy.
I don't have
I've got I did have. I've just finished it. The chocolate digestive tea.
I've got a chocolate chili chai tea. Not with me at them right now, but I do have that. It's nice.
Mm.
Half a bit of digestive biscuit left from earlier. Not very.
I'm nearly out of my tea though. We might have to go back to Bird and Blend.
Oh, back to Brighton. No. Ruby has pizza bones. Tina, in the kit, what is Tiny's bottle for? I'm assuming you mean this one.
That's the anointing oil, isn't it? For the candle.
Yeah, look at this. How teeny tiny is this? Look.
That's so cute.
A little jar of anointing oil. Yes, it is for anointing your candle, dressing your candle. You could use it actually to dab on your spell pouch as well, couldn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Saying I can't crochet, or at least it leads into swearing and hurting myself. I can crochet doilies. That's about it.
Ooh.
Easter egg tea.
There was a cream egg tea, wasn't there? That was one of the ones
Yeah.
in the box.
That's I thought when I read that quickly, I thought it said already ate a Pokemon. Pokemon. I did misread that. I had hot dogs at lunchtime, so because why not? So the whole purpose, actually, of eating and drinking in the middle of a ritual is after you've done your spell working, because eating and drinking not only represents offerings to the god and the goddess, to the land. Usually, if we're doing a ritual outside, we will give a bit of offering of cake and then drink to the land. But it also grounds you after doing your energy work. So there is a purpose for it, rather than us just stuffing our faces. Otika, I have black tea and a Reese's peanut butter egg. That sounds like a very nice combination. Must be pizza night. Obviously it's pizza. Yeah, we had pizza a couple of days ago. Feel a bit like a cheat though, as I just watched rather than joined in. No, that's absolutely fine. Pubs have
You're
taken.
here, David.
Yeah, wanted to run off with the bunny. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, you don't want to have bunnies running off into the distance, going to have a snack in a minute. Yes, I must admit, if Eric got hold of the bunny, it would be no more. It would be disemboweled quite quickly. Yeah, so do keep them out of the way of small animals. Brilliant. So, ladies, if you'd like to close it all down when you're ready.
We will thank Deity. Frey, thank you for being with us during our ritual. Allow us to connect your vitality whenever our motivation wanes over the next few months. Farewell, Frey.
Farewell, Frey. Bridget, thank you for being with us during our ritual. Allow us to connect with your energy whenever our motivation wanes over the next few months. Farewell, Bridget.
Farewell, Bridget.
Take 3 slow, deep breaths.
Standing or sitting with both hands on your heart, and say, from my heart.
From my
From
heart.
my heart.
Stretching both hands into the air, say, to the sky.
To the sky.
To the sky. Putting both hands on or facing down to the earth as close as you can get. Say, to the land.
To the land.
To the land.
Putting both hands on your heart, say, to my heart.
To my heart. Leaving both hands on your heart, say, from my heart.
From my heart.
From my heart.
And then reaching out your right hand, say, from all points of the compass.
From
all points of the compass.
Reach out your left hand and place your right hand on your heart and say, from all directions.
From all directions.
Both hands on your heart, say, to my heart. Thank you.
To my heart. Thank you.
So this will be on replay, so you can go back over it if you want to. We will put all the details on the blog as well. When I say we, I mean the royal we. Oh, blackcurrant tart sounds nice. Very nice. Hi, Christine. My bunny is left over from my Spaniel's was. It crackles. Love a spaniel. Love a spaniel. You're very welcome, Xenia. Does anyone have any questions? If anyone has any questions about spring equinox, about rituals, about witchcraft in general, any questions you might want to ask us specifically, individually, as a group,
Because we're all here.
now is your chance. You have us captured. If you have anything you would like to ask us, there are lots of events and things coming up, so do have a check on the websites. My website, the Kitchen Witch website, on the events. We've got all sorts of things coming up. We've also got some more things online planned that aren't up there yet, so keep an eye out. You're very welcome, Maria. You've got us captured for another few minutes. If anyone has any questions about anything at all that we might know about, promise.
And anything that we might not, because then we can go away and look it up.
Yeah. Amanda's done a jar and finishing the candle on the top. Jar spells are brilliant, actually. If you've got a jar, you can put your petition and all of your herbs in. By placing a candle on top, you're literally setting that spell in motion by lighting the candle. Tina, how long do we keep things in the bunny?
Until they feel as though they've done their job. Only you know that. Yeah.
I think I would keep the bunny. If you have got a crochet bunny, I would keep it. I would once you feel the spell has done its thing, I'd empty the contents out and cleanse the bunny pass it through incense smoke or something, because it's a shame to, I couldn't watch him be burnt or anything. That was horrendous. You're looking at the girl that bought bunches of daffodils reduced to 40p in Sainsbury's the other day because I felt sorry for them. I didn't buy the budded ones for £1 or whatever they were. I bought the 40p reduced ones because they'd already started flowering, because I felt sorry for them, thought no one else would buy them. You're very welcome, Tess. You're very welcome. I think any of these spells, it's about trusting your intuition and knowing when you feel they've done what they should do or what you wanted them to do. You can also boost them as well, aren't you? You're very welcome, Diane. You can also boost them, can't you? Especially if you've got anointing oil or you've got some of the herb mix left. You can burning of the wicker bunny. How could you burn that bunny? It's just so mean.
Have you seen this face?
You couldn't, could you? How could you put that face in the fire? I couldn't do it. But you can reboost it, can't you? You could add a few drops of essential oil to it. You could add a few more herbs to the contents of it, just to kind of, if you think it needs a bit of a kick up the butt to work a bit quicker or to continue working, you can kind of refuel it.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that's got the kit, you've got the incense that you could add, like you did, or you've got the oil already there that you could just put a drop on.
Yep.
Or you can just talk to it, tell it.
Yeah, hurry up, bunny. Actually, if I want to boost a spell, if I want it to move faster, I add things like a pinch of chili powder or a dried chili or a bit of ginger powder, something that's got that fiery boost to kind of get things moving.
Yep.
You're very welcome, Tina. You're very welcome. Ruby, I adopted some willow sticks from a dark corner in the garden centre because I felt bad for them. Yeah, I can't walk past, that section in the garden centre where they have all the reduced plants that look really sad. I can't walk past there because I'd go home with all of them. But then I'm not the one that bought a crystal skull because it had a broken nose.
Broken face, yes, yeah.
You're very welcome, Xenia.
The thing is, Ness didn't have a choice because he just...
Yeah, he was just coming with me whether I liked it or not.
He followed you round.
Yeah, kept walking away and then kept going back, and in the end I thought, no, got to take it.
And they said, I've got to buy this one because no one else will because he's broken.
Yeah. I've got him.
Yeah, but then when he was back in the room, he watched us, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a bit.
He probably can't see very well, but he's got a sort of broken eye socket and nose. But he's very special.
Yeah.
He looks
Xenia, yes, coffee. Coffee's really good for boosting things. If you had a pinch of even just sort of powdered granulated coffee, just add it to your spell to give it a kick.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Was there a parade of people dressed as Punch and Judy beforehand, as in the Wicker Man? No, because we're not burning them.
Waggling fingers in a minute.
I'm the only person that buys all the half-dead plants. I do. I can't walk past that section because it's just too sad. You're going to hear all the plants crying. It's horrible. Yeah, that would be me. That would be me. Yeah, I'm not going to burn the bunny. So thank you everyone for joining us. So it will be on replay, so you can fast forward and get to just the ritual bit. Or if you want to play back and go through some of the correspondences, but trust your intuition, trust what you're guided to use, trust the connection to the land that you live on and the place that you are and what the season is like where you are. Open your kitchen cupboards and use what you've got to hand as well. Just trust your intuition, it won't let you down with it. That, to me, that is the key point, I think, to most magical workings. But yes, there you go. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
As always, if you have any, can watch it again and have enough pizza. Enough pizza. If there are any questions, if you need answers to something, if you think we can help, do reach out. Never feel alone, never feel abandoned. Witchcraft is for sharing, and this is we're a community as far as we're concerned, so never feel alone. If you need any help at all, please reach out, and if we can help you, we will do so. You're very welcome, Atika. You're very welcome. We're here, really. I won't burn. I can't even bring myself to burn. You'll go, oh, no, I couldn't burn. And you'll go, no, absolutely not. No, I have 3 little teeny ones. I couldn't burn them. That's just mean. You're very, very welcome, Kelly. You're very welcome. Tess, tell me more about your membership. So we've got a new membership scheme. It runs a bit like a Patreon, but we're running it from the Kitchen Witch website. It's £2 a month, and it covers work in progress, all my book writing behind the scenes, any of the projects that we put together. We're going to be sharing work in progress bits behind the scenes. We've got a whole section on daily prompts for daily practice that we are posting ideas, insights, prompts for. We have a Sadia bit where we are sharing rune readings, OM readings, herbarium, where we are building a herbarium library of different plants with their magical properties. I think that's it.
Chatty bit, the fireside.
And a fireside where you can chat with each other and we share sort of ideas and things. It's £2 a month. So it works very much like a Patreon, and you can find that on the Kitchen Witch Hearth website. And then, of course, we have the school, which is £13 a month, which is teaching you witchcraft. If you are a student at the school, then you get the Hearth Witch membership bit for free included in your regular membership. But all the details are over on the Kitchen Witch Hearth website. It is included in the Kitchen Witch membership, Kelly. All students, if you scroll down to the bottom of the front page of the forum, you will find the Hearth Witches section. It's all included in there. You don't have to pay extra. You're very welcome, David. It's all on the website, Tess. So have a look. But again, any questions, anything that we can help with, do please reach out. And that Squinky's Eric. Got Eric moaning. How long do you keep the spell for?
Until you think it's done. If you want to give it a little boost, give it a little boost. But other than that, just undo it, save it for next year, use your bunny for next year. Bunnies for life. Intuition.
Yeah. So I reckon we'll wrap it up. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. David says throw some incense on it. Jerk seasoning, curry powder, onion granules. Absolutely. They would all work. Gunpowder, perhaps not. Gunpowder, but don't get it near a naked flame. Absolutely.
Jerk seasoning, now that would
Any of
work,
those,
wouldn't it?
David, would work brilliantly. Yes,
Yeah.
any of that. Brilliant. Yeah, I love using stuff like that in magic workings. Yeah, gunpowder, but not near naked flames. And why have you got gunpowder is my other question.
We don't ask. We just think, can I have some?
Thank you so much. All of the dogs, will you give me a...
He knows you're finishing up.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Thank you so much, everyone. Spring blessings to you all, and thank you for joining us. And we will catch you all again next time. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.